Arun Jaitley's decision to introduce a tax on the provident fund has evoked widespread criticism. The government today issued a clarification which is still confusing many. To discuss this in detail, I have with me Liz Matthew and Harish Damodaran. Liz, first to you. Jaitley, we understand, has issued a clarification to the party. What have you learnt?
Yeah, today BJP parliamentary party meeting, the MPs and it was also attended by ally MPs also. He on his own has given a clarification saying there has been some misgiving on this tax proposal. What he explained to them was that this is not like what it was spread, like it is not going to be taxed, the entire EPF is not going to be taxed. 40% will be untouched, and the 60%, the interest on the 60% only will be taxed. That is the explanation, and he his explanation to an extent sounded satisfying to some MPs. Like Mr. Naresh Gujral of Shiromani Akali Dal said it on record that he feels it was good because Jaitley's explanation was that he wants to create a pensioned society, and also he want to encourage saving. So which is according to Mr. Gujral, it is the saving this thing is going down in the country. So that was the explanation he gave today.
Okay. Next question to you, Harish. A press release was issued with clarifications from the Revenue Department also, which seems to be different. So how is that different?
I don't think the press release is anything different from what you have in the finance bill. The finance bill and the press release both say that 60% of the corpus, if it is withdrawn, it will be taxable. So there is no mention about interest and those kind of things, which I don't know, which I hear is from informal briefings. So as of now, what we know is that 60% of the corpus, when it is going to be withdrawn, it will be taxable unless that money is going to be invested in some annuity scheme. So that's period. There's no further clarifications, and right now it is. I mean, we have to go by what is in the finance bill and what is being given in the press release.
Okay, Liz, there seems to be some sort of opposition within the party to Jaitley's move. What kind of pressure is he under? Is he likely to face any opposition?
Obviously, this is salaried class and or the middle class. Has been BJP's core support base. Many MPs informally and privately, they are not speaking out loudly like on publicly now. They have been saying that this is going to hit them very badly because the middle class, you presented a good budget for a rural sector, farmers, okay, but at the same time you cannot forget your core support base, which is middle class. So, and it's just one side. The BJP MPs themselves are coming to Jaitley and also to other ministers and to complain. And the other way, the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, the trade union wing of the RSS, has also said that it is anti-worker move, and they have said that you please withdraw this or roll back this proposal, otherwise they are ready to go for some negotiation with both the Prime Minister and Mr. Jaitley. If it is not, the BMS is already threatening that they will, along with other trade unions, as we know that other trade unions also have opposed to this decision, will come on the street again protesting against the government. So which means there will be pressure from the RSS, the BJP's ideological parent also, for the finance minister. So he will have to address this issue, otherwise they will have political issues, especially at a time when the party is going to face key elections in the states.
Harish, what is your take on taxing the provident fund?
See, India is. I think what the finance ministry is trying to say is that you have an EET model, across the world, especially the OECD, the rich countries. So that is you exempt contributions, accumulations from taxation, but at the time of withdrawal, it gets taxed. This is supposed to be the model in the OECD countries. But India is not a rich country. The OECD countries, they have social security, they have unemployment benefit. India has nothing of that kind. This is the only social security scheme we have. And probably the argument can be made that okay, the government is not contributing to social security, but at least it should not tax these, right? I mean, when I am building, I'm building a a corpus from my life earnings, during my working life. At the end of it, I'm building my own nest. So when the birds are ready to hatch, the government can't say I want one bird or two birds. So I think there's a moral and there's an ethical argument also. Whether the government has the right to tax withdrawals like this of something which people have built on their own. So India cannot be compared with the OECD countries. And secondly, as Liz was saying, the government claims to have presented the most pro-rural budget after independence. Whereas I think today nobody is talking of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana or Pradhan Mantri Krishi Bima scheme. Today we are only talking, we are debating only EPF withdrawals and the tax. So I think even politically this makes no sense, and economically also probably in the Indian context it doesn't make sense. And thirdly, we need to encourage long-term savings, right? Because to fund infrastructure projects, say a road project which is say about 20 years gestation, it doesn't make sense to fund it through bank deposits of 1 year, 2 year. So you need to encourage long-term saving, and probably the PF and the EPS are just the kind of avenue for encouraging long-term savings. If at all the government wanted to bring both on some kind of an equal tax treatment for the national pension scheme and the employees provident fund, the right way would have been to have the EEE principle, the exempt treatment for even the NPS. Here you have an ironical situation. If I sell shares, and any sale for over 1 year, there is no long-term capital gains tax. Whereas here my money is being locked up for decades, and at the end of it you are taxing it. So I think the government should seriously reconsider this proposal.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Harish, for those inputs. Thanks for watching.